Hey guys, it's Luca from Learning MTG. Today I want to talk about a spec I'm doing today. This is it's like a standard spec. The last time I did a standard spec, I think was Skyclave Apparition. So not what I tend to do. These are like a lot riskier because like the card's not really proven, and so if the card doesn't end up seeing play in standard or modern, um, or if if any sort of changes to the demand for constructed change, like some kind of pandemic that makes it so people can't play or whatever other reasons, a format may lose interest, or a new deck comes up. There's just a lot of uncertainty. um, all my other investments are like, cards that have proven over many years to be desirable for whatever reason, and so you're just kind of banking on the trend to continue for the next few years, which is a lot less risky than a totally unproven card. So today I'm going to be buying Leonin Lightscribe. This is a spec where it's just, to me, it just seems like a very pushed card, which is kind of similar to Skyclave Apparition, except Skyclave Apparition had proved itself. People played it in a lot of decks. We can look at Leonin Lightscribe. You can see like what decks. So it's only in Commander. Um, it's in one standard deck. So definitely completely unproven. And from my experience making these types of bets, they tend to not pan out because it's very difficult to know how good a card is without context. Like there are cards that were very powerful during certain periods of time in certain formats that later on, that if you kind of took them out of their context and placed them in a different standard format, they'd be very useless because the cards that are around them, either the cards that counter with them or the cards that go well with them, have changed. So this is just, my feel. So it's like a 2 mana 2/2 prowess creature, kind of. It's not completely prowess because it doesn't pump if you play like an artifact or a planeswalker or something like that. So it only pumps from instant and sorcery spells, but it pumps your whole team. Very, very pushed. 2 mana for a 2/2 that kind of gives all your creatures prowess is obviously extremely pushed. Um, to me, like the glaring issue with this card is that it's you need a deck that has both lots of instants and sorceries and lots of creatures, which is difficult to do because they're kind of like fighting with each other for space in your deck. So that's kind of like the big glaring weakness to me. Um, but that being said, I think there are ways to, that for example, a card like Raise the Alarm is both an instant and creates tokens, right? So it's possible that you could have a deck that has like instants and sorceries that create creatures, or maybe you've got some way to create. I mean, Clever Lumimancer, it seems, is going to be in whatever deck this is in. Um, yeah, I mean, for those who played Magic for a long time, you know that a 2 mana 2/2 with powerful upside is like pretty pushed. Um, the 2 mana 2/2 prowess is like is a pretty powerful card. Maybe not good enough for like Legacy or Modern, but it's almost good enough for Modern. I mean, well, let me rephrase it. It's not good enough for Modern. For Modern, it'd have to be like a +1/+1 counter or something. But um, the other thing that I really like about the spec is like the price point. It's only a 50-cent card, so I'm getting these at around probably like somewhere between 50 to 60 cents. Um, so if if the if this doesn't go up, you basically lose your money. You can't really get it back on a card like this. If it stays at 50 cents, maybe you can get 5 cents for each card. So the risk is, you're losing a good 90% of your investment, which is pretty scary. But the upside is, if this card sees play, it becomes like a $3 or $4 card. Let's say it goes to $3, you could probably get $1.50 for these after all your fees. So then you like tripling your money. So you know, it's not a great risk reward ratio, like losing 90% of your money versus tripling your money. But part of this is also the way that I invest is I try to really think about learning. So this is an experience I'm going to learn from. whatever happens, whether I make money or lose money. So that's something that I also always like to keep in mind. So I guess some of the mechanics of this. So what I do when I'm trying to spec a standard card that's cheap is you really want to buy like heavy. You want to buy many copies from the same seller, obviously, because then you're reducing your shipping fees. So I go over here and I check 4 or more, so that I find all the sellers, and then I sort by item price only because I want to find whatever the cheapest item price is without shipping. And so there's this one seller is selling 51 copies for 50 cents each. He also is selling 60 foil copies. That feels like some kind of typo. I ordered 20 of the foil copies. Just cause like it's free shipping for shipping on orders for over 35, so I like bumped that up to $35. And then I think I'm gonna also buy from this seller here. He's selling for 50 cents. So when all is told, I'll probably be paying around 60 cents each, maybe more. Um, so I get free shipping here. Oh, this is all direct. Oh, these are all direct sellers. Okay. So one of the things I learned from buying Skyclave Apparition is that the foil copies are actually worth less than the regular copies, which is crazy. Um, let's see. Maybe I don't have to buy so many of these foil copies. So let's update this. I only want to buy as many copies of these that I need to have the free shipping. So I don't think I need any of these actually. So, in the past, oh, I actually do need that for the free shipping. Whoops. So in the past, if you were gonna get a foil for only, 8 cents more, it would be a great deal, but nowadays the foils are somehow worth less. Very interesting. Okay, so I guess since they're all direct, then I don't have to pay shipping because it's over $35. So all told, I'm gonna pay $36.40 plus tax. So 36.40 times 1.08. So $39, and I'm getting 72 copies. So divided by 72. So I'm paying about 55 cents per. So we'll see how this spec turns out. I hope you guys enjoy this video, and I hope to see you guys in the next video.